What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome back to another episode of One-Off Connected Franchise Modes, where basically I'm taking kind of an obscure way at team building here in Madden 18, and we're going to do a simulation. Now, I'm recording this one a little bit in advance. You guys would have seen my all-bust franchise a couple days ago, and I asked the question, do you guys want to see me maybe make it more than just a one-off? Not a big series or anything crazy like that, but maybe, you know, make it a kind of take a rebuild approach, try to make it 5 years. So if you guys already voted that you want to see something like that, then don't worry, I will revert back to that. I'm just trying to preloading here a couple episodes. So as you can tell from the title, this is all out of position players. So what this team is 95% are players that most of you guys know in the NFL that have played two different positions. Some things are a little outside the box, but within the realm of discussion. And then for things like offensive line and defensive line, I kind of took a couple liberties here and there because there's not a lot of two-way players that played both. So without further ado, we're going to look at the roster. Now, what I did for the ratings is some players, like for example, when you make Terrell Pryor from a wide receiver to a quarterback, he still has a lot of his quarterback stats in Madden. But there's a lot of players that maybe played a different position in high school or early on in their college career that when you flip them to that position, they're like a 10 overall. So what I did for those players, particularly on the offensive side, I gave two stats I could make a 99 overall. That's it. On the defensive side, I had the two stats that I could make a 99 overall, and I made their play recognition the same score as their awareness to try to help, beef them up a little bit. The defensive players definitely look a little bit better. So without further ado, at the quarterback spot, we're going with Lane Johnson as our starter. As you can see, we gave him the 99 throw power and the 99 short throw, actually just to, try to help us out win here. He was a JUCO quarterback before he transferred to Oklahoma. He probably is the Philadelphia Eagles emergency QB, so we'll be rocking and rolling with him. We have Terrell Pryor, who's the Ohio State quarterback. Darren Robinson played quarterback at Michigan. Julian Edelman played quarterback at Kent State. And Devin Gardner here played quarterback at Michigan. So most of these are notable. I think the only surprise one of the bunch would probably be Lane Johnson. At the running back spot, we got Miles Jack here, who was a two-way player at UCLA. Same goes with Jabril Peppers. But when Jabril Peppers was coming out of high school, he was like the top athlete. I think he might be one of the top athletes I've ever seen because he played everything. He played defense, he played wide receiver, he played running back, but most notably, people thought he might be a running back, so we're going with him there. We have Anthony Barr here, who also played running back in high school. And then the surprise of the group was T-Sizzle, Terrell Suggs, before he committed to Arizona State. He was a two-way player. He played running back, more so on the defensive side, but because he played running back, we already gave him the 99 boost. We gave him 99 carrying and 99 trucking. It still only brought him up to a 46. But I think for lulz, I'll probably put him in as my third down back so we can use him. Fullback, we have Dontari Poe, who's played fullback times throughout his career in the NFL for the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons. At wide receiver, we're going Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell because, the contract negotiations. They said he wants to get paid like a wide receiver, so let's see what he can do there. Plus, we didn't put David Johnson here, showed David Johnson, but Le'Veon Bell probably is the best receiving back in football, debatably. We have Christian McCaffrey, who, a lot of people still think, oh, he's a slot wide receiver because you're a closet racist. And speaking on the term of racist, we put Lamar Jackson here because so many people at the NFL Combine said, oh, Lamar Jackson, we're going to get him to try out at wide receiver because he's not a quarterback. So that kind of gave me the idea to do this video now. We'll definitely play with Lamar Jackson. We have Patrick Peterson, who's one of those fantasy type players that a lot of people think can play two ways. I don't know if he's ever took a snap at wide receiver for the Cardinals. I would guess he has at some point. We have him there. We have Richard Sherman, who played wide receiver at Stanford before he converted to defensive back. And then we just have the Super Bowl lulz of Nick Foles with the greatest Super Bowl play of all time. And then we have Tom Brady with a, the drop. So that's what we did there. The tight end spot, we just have one at the time. It is Jason Peters, who was a tight end at Arkansas. He's a 71. We gave him 99 catching and 99 route running for his 299 boosts. On the offensive line, we took some liberties, but not the tackle spot. Shawn Robinson, while he committed to Alabama, was originally an offensive tackle. Now he's a defensive lineman for the Detroit Lions, so we have him there. Left guard, we just put Haloti Ngata here. I think Ngata would be a terrifying offensive lineman. Center, we went with Eddie Lacy for the lulz because, he's fat. Right guard, we went with Snacks. I think Snacks, much like Haloti Ngata, would be a pretty terrifying offensive lineman. They have the strength, they have the pancake ability. And at right tackle, we have Eric Armstead, who, much like Shawn Robinson, was, I believe he was an athlete, and he played offensive and defensive line in high school, so we slapped him here at right tackle. Now in the defense, we took some liberties once again because there's no two-way defensive, edges and stuff like that, so we just went with the athletic offensive lineman. So we have Terran Armstead here, who pretty much in the same territory with Lane Johnson in terms of just pure athletes. Defensive, the other side we put Tyron Smith, who's just a monster of a man. Very athletic, could probably play defense if he wanted to. And the defensive tackle spots, we're going with the two beefies, the two guys that had the best impact blocking, and that is Zach Martin and Richie Incognito, who both, I think they probably could hold their own at the defensive tackle in the interior there. Linebacker, we're going with Derrick Henry, who was classified as an athlete. I couldn't find it anywhere, but if he was an athlete, that means he played multiple positions. You know, he played running back. I would assume at that size, he was pretty much this big when he was coming out of high school. He must have played some linebacker, but in case he didn't, either way, he's a 62. He's nothing special. We have Brandon Graham, 91 overall. Brandon Graham of my Philadelphia Eagles was originally recruited to Michigan as an inside linebacker, and oddly enough, he's a 91. He's going to be good. Right outside linebacker, we're going with LaMarcus Joyner, who is this really talented safety right now for the Rams. Played linebacker in high school, so we slapped him here. In the secondary, we have Ted Ginn, who's one of the greatest high school corners recruits going to Ohio State. Obviously, like I said, you guys are seeing with the 99s, the 299s that you get, obviously, of man and zone. It's really helping out these guys. We have Eric Berry, which is not too crazy, but he originally was a straight-up corner when he got recruited to Tennessee. And same thing goes here with Marquise Lee. He was a two-way player before he committed to USC, played wide receiver and corner. Looking at the secondary, the safeties, we have Keenan Allen, who was, I believe, recruited as a safety to Cal. He might have been an athlete, a two-way player, but I know for a fact he played safety. And then we have Juju Smith-Schuster. Before he went to USC, was a two-way player, played a little safety, and was more known as a wide receiver. And at strong safety, we're going with Shaq Thompson, who I could have even put at the running back spot. He played pretty much everything at Washington: safety, linebacker, money backer, and running back. So we're going to slap him here at strong safety. Tim Hightower, for some reason, always has absurd kicking numbers, so I decided just, I remember that from previous Maddens. And same thing here goes with Ben Roethlisberger. Haven't even touched him, and he's a 77 overall punter. Now, if you want to do this yourself, I'm pretty sure Ndamukong Suh has good kicking stats because he played soccer at a fairly high level in his younger days, and they gave him that. But there is our roster. And, yeah, going to be very exciting. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the opening game of the season, and then we're going to sim through the rest of it. And very much like when we did the all bust, if this is something that you want to see me actually try to see if I can win a Super Bowl with, let me know in the comment section below. But until then, let's jump into the game. All right, big third down, baby. Big third down. Who wants it? Oh, my God, we're going to scramble for it. Oh, we got, oh, no. Recover your fall. Oh, no, oh, God damn it. Well, at least only our quarterback can tackle Luke Kuechly by standing up. Oh, let's go, Lane. Get your revenge. Oh, he massacred him. He massacred. Let's go no huddle, baby. No huddle. We have Jabril Peppers in as our starting running back. He's actually pretty nice. He has that 93 acceleration, so his initial burst is pretty damn solid. Let's just get him out in space. Juke's still living hell out there. There's Peppers. Old man Peppers makes the tackle. We're rolling right now, baby, in the red zone. Let's see actually if we can go back to Mr. Jabril Peppers. Peppers on Peppers crime right there. What is this? Hot ones? We got Lamar Jackson at the top of the screen. Oh, who wants that? Give it to Lamar! Oh, he gets up on the one. Who says, quarterback? Are you kidding me? A guy like Lamar Jackson who straight up wins the Heisman Trophy as a quarterback, throws for 4,000 some yards, is not in a terribly gimmicky offense. That guy has no chance of playing at the quarterback spot at the next level. Luckily, we have him right where he belongs at wide receiver. Making a nice catch here, first and goal on the 1 yard line. Look at Lane Johnson organizing everything. Who are we going to? We got to go back to Lamar. We're going to throw it into Jason Peters. Oh, that wasn't a good play. The drop. That was a smart play. That's veteran presence there by Jason Peters. All right, let's actually see if we can get a C4 special in here. Go with something a little cheesy just to get up here on the scoreboard. Speaking of the Panthers, I just got a breaking news on my phone that the Philadelphia Eagles traded Torrey Smith to the Panthers for Daryl Worley. That's just Howie. Oh, come on. Oh, he gets in. That's Howie magic right there. A guy, according to the Panthers fan page, was debatably their best corner at the end of the season. For Torrey Smith, who wasn't even going to make the roster. Very nice. Just as nice as that Jabril Pepper. Look at that. Breaking the tackle on 20. Gets into the end zone. 7-zip. All right, 3rd and 22. Eddie Lacy's doing a good job hunting the ball here. I did make Terrell Suggs, number 10 there, our running back. Let's see if he can pick up the first down. Put us into field goal. Oh, my God. Put us into field goal range. Oh, and he fumbles it. He has 99 carrying, and he fumbles it. Ah. Oh, let's go, Jabril. Oh. 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 Good Yeah, he's actually like a freak. I didn't even touch his stats. I think he's a 70 overall, and he's like, if you're doing a Browns rebuild and you're playing the franchise throughout, not trying to be too crit, put him at running back. He's probably better than Isaiah Crowell when you actually play it though. Good God, what a run! Oh, let's go! What a catch, Pat Pete! We need a TD on this drive, big time, without chewing up too much clock. See if we can hit big old Jason Peters here in the end zone. Bring it to a 6-point ball game. Just don't really want to test Luke Kuechly. Oh, it doesn't matter! In a world where Jason Peters can just torture Luke Kuechly, Lane Johnson gets his first passing touchdown of the game. Oh my God, Luke Kuechly's just... I mean, Jabril Peppers makes the tie. It's just too much. It's just too much. And we fall to the Panthers in the opener, 30-21. But as you can clearly see, Lane Johnson outplayed Cam Newton. Jabril Peppers, what did Jabril Peppers have? He was definitely MVP. Game ball goes to Peppers. We had 3 picks for Lane. Come on, bro. 102 yards, 2 TDs for Jabril Peppers. Plus, you need to add 61 yards through the air. I think Lamar Jackson didn't do, 2 catches. So I'm averaging 20 yards per catch for Mr. Lamar. Pat Pete, 56 yards. But ultimately, it was tough. Maybe if I wasn't so eagle biased and he didn't look like me, I would have moved on from Lane Johnson sooner. But yeah, let's pop out. Let's do the sim. Let the sim take care of itself and see if we can win a ball game come the end of the season. And here we are at the end of the season, which may only be 1 year. Let me know if you want to see me try to win the Super Bowl with these guys. Oh, probably didn't win a game. 4 games! We won 4 times. What teams got embarrassingly defeated by this team? I don't want playoff schedule. I want my team schedule. We beat the Seahawks 35-20. Let's just see this one here real quick. Lane Johnson, 3 touchdowns, 185 yards and a TD here from Jabril Peppers. We got 126 yards, 2 TDs from Le'Veon Bell. And on the defensive front, 15 tackles from Shaq Thompson. We got 2 picks, Ted Ginn, 1 from Keenan Allen. So that was 1 of 4 victories. We beat the Colts 28-13. The Colts suck. So, I mean, that doesn't really matter a lot. 2 TDs from Lane Johnson, 110 yards from Jabril Peppers. We got 87 yards and a TD from Lev Bell. We got nothing much here on the defensive side of things, but still a victory and great play from our quarterback. We beat the Cardinals 24-17, beating up on the oldest team in the league. Lane Johnson had a TD on the day, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns from Jabril Peppers, a better stat line than Mr. David Johnson. Le'Veon Bell got us another touchdown on the defensive front. Anyone have a big game? We get a couple sacks here and there. Another pick from Ted Ginn. It looks like he's playing outstanding football. And then we beat the Jags. One of the toughest teams to beat in Madden. 31-24 late in the season. 3 touchdowns on the day for Lane Johnson. 69 yards there for our little running back. We got 2 TDs from Le'Veon Bell's probably got some pretty outstanding numbers. 14 tackles from Brandon Graham. We got a couple picks here. Ted Ginn, of course, and Keenan Allen once again. Let's get a look here at the regular season stats. I was fully prepared to not win a single game all year, so this could be pretty interesting. Lane Johnson, 3,000 passing yards, 25 TDs, 15 picks. Again, I've had rebuilds where my quarterbacks have had, at least in terms of touchdown numbers, worse ratios than that, so that's kind of embarrassing. Running the ball, Jabril Peppers got us 1,000 yards and 11 TDs, and that's me not touching anything. Sure, the 8 fumbles, yeah, you can tell, like, he doesn't have high carrying. But there you go. That's some pretty good production just by straight up moving a safety to the running back spot. At receiving, Christian McCaffrey led the team, 53 catches, 500 yards, and a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 763 and 10. Pat Pete, 637 and 3. Jabril Peppers, 540 and 2. So what's that? That's almost 1,600 yards and 13 touchdowns from Jabril Peppers. Jason Peters, 358 and 6. And let's see who got some pancakes here. Oh, they don't give up. That sucks. They don't show pancake blocks anymore. Eric Armstead was terrible. The defensive front, we got 170 tackles from Brandon Graham, 140 from Shaq Thompson, 107 from that guy shouldn't have been playing. These guys shouldn't have been playing. I don't know how that happened. Someone breaking the rules. 3 sacks, sorry, Lamarcus Joyner. Oh my God, is that 10? 10 picks, Ted Ginn. Straight up, Ted Ginn, a monster. 4 picks, Keenan Allen. 3 for Marquise Lee. 10 picks? You might have to get... I'm still going to give the MVP to Jabril Peppers, but very close between him and Ted Ginn, who once upon a time was a very heralded cornerback. So there you go, guys. That is your out-of-position connected franchise mode. If you have any suggestions of franchise modes you want to see, let me know. If you want to see me make these more than just one-offs and try to play a couple years in the Super Bowl, that can also be done, you know, in the coming months. If your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.